And a pleasant good evening to you and to yours, and welcome to the Brevard Sports Network. Alan Slaughter-Zinski with you here tonight, live from Dawson Field, where the Melbourne Bulldogs will begin their quest for a 6A state championship tonight. Tonight they take on the Davenport Broncos, who are 12 and 10, and looking to survive. Davenport is ranked number 12 in 6A Region 2, and they need to win this district tournament to continue to play on into the state tournament. They got here with a 14-0 win over Freedom last night as the Melbourne Bulldogs get ready to be introduced. And let me tell you something. When you're talking about, and you're going to see another one tomorrow night, when you're talking about a softball team that can do everything, it's the Melbourne Bulldogs. The Lady Bulldogs come in batting .398. They have an unbelievable 1143 OPS. They have 13 shutouts this year. They are a plus 203 run differential. That is filthy, absolutely filthy in baseball and softball terms. And they're led by 4 Division I commits. Yeah, 4 Division I commits. Behind the plate, Tennessee commit Cammie Potts. Over at third base, the Florida State commit and the Triple Crown winner, Lanya Ayala. How about Haley Cottrell at shortstop going to Lynn University? And Maddie Ryder in center field going to FAU. Let's talk about the Triple Crown winner in Ayala, the Florida State commit. This year, Ayala's batting .584. She has 13 home runs and 50 RBIs. Her 13 home runs and her 50 RBIs both lead the state. I want to thank tonight's sponsor, and I want to make sure, I believe it's the Cornerstone Financial Group. Financial Cornerstone Group. Derek Sickler, financial advisor. There you see the information on your screen. We want to thank Derek, and go Bulldogs, right? So we get ready for this one tonight. Let me give you the starting lineup for Melbourne. Leading off, playing center field, will be Maddie Ryder. Haley Cottrell will be over at shortstop. Ayala at third tonight. Potts behind the plate. Alec Gomez in right field tonight. Ding Bollivander, the freshman phenom Bollivander, is 14-1 with a 1 ERA. How many strikeouts does that thing say she has? 153 strikeouts, just 28 walks. An amazing season for Ding this year. She's going to be batting 6th. Kaylee Cote, the first baseman, bats 7th. Tyra Powell, the DP, bats 8th. Brooklyn Dolan in left field. And the flex player tonight is Ella Sutliff. Dave Mazingo will be our all right, time for the national anthem. All right, the national anthem. as the PA address announcer says, let's play some ball. And 7 is the magic number for the Melbourne Bulldogs. 7. If the Bulldogs can go 7-0, they will be 6A state champs. It'll be their second state championship in when that won in 2022, I believe, 2022. And that's easier said than done when you consider who is in this group. You got Pace, you got their Al Academy, and, of course, the nemesis of both Melbourne and Vieira in the 6A region is Bartow. For the last several years, we've had to watch Red over there, Bartow, go head-to-head. It was either with Jazzy Francic or Skylar Wagner. This year, I don't know who Bartow has over there pitching, but and I'm not discounting Vieira. Vieira's a very young team, though. You know, I was looking at Vieira last night, and Vieira they do a heck of a job over there. And they do it all. I can't remember the actual breakdown of freshmen, sophomores, juniors, but that's one of the youngest softball teams in the county by far. Let's take you around the defensive alignment for the Melbourne Bulldogs. As Caleb shows you, we're going to go from left to right. Brooklyn Dolan is over in left. In center is going to be Maddie Ryder. Over in right, Alec Gomez. Staying here at first base so he don't have to flip all the way over, Kaylee Cote. Our second baseman tonight. Who is at second base? Where did I miss the second baseman? I always miss somebody. It's got to be Ellis Sutliff. Ellis Sutliff. Our shortstop tonight is Haley Cottrell. Our third baseman is Lanya Alila. And behind the plate tonight is Cammie Potts. In the circle, Ding Bellavander. Stepping in for Davenport is number 2, Ashanti Pagan. How's that angle look, Caleb? Good? Bellavander swung on and fouled off. Pagan, a .318 hitter this year. She's got a home run, 3 doubles, 3 RBIs, 14 hits on the season. Bellavander swings and fires outside. Ball 2, 2-1. Now, I am positioned right next to the dugout, so some of you may hear a slight whisper in my voice, which is unusual in any circle of life. The 2-1 on its way. Swung on and missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Couple of players not able to make the trip for Davenport tonight. And as a result, they've only got 11 players here. The 2-2 is in the dirt. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. The 3-2 full count. Swung on and missed. Surprise, surprise. That's a strikeout. Number 154 this year, number 1 tonight. And that'll bring up Avelina Cleffy. That'll be a strike. Avelina Cleffy, a junior. And batting .225 this year. The 0-1 is, she took just enough off of that. I'm telling you right now, that was a thing of beauty. It's 0-2. Cammie Potts is at another level when it comes to framing. Another level. And I'm going to tell you right now where she gets that from her years of Little League baseball, playing Little League baseball. That ball is fouled off as it nearly decapitated Caleb, as if he doesn't have enough problems. The 2-strike offering on its way. Inside.
I'm convinced she's a statue. She wanted nothing to do with any of those pitches.
Charlotte Martin over here. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. Number 2 of the inning. And I'll put the scorebook down. Should probably tell you who's up. That'll bring up Jordan Duran, the 3-hitter. Listen, if you like baseball and softball, and I'm assuming you do, upstairs, we got a full slate of action for you this week that's out of this park.
Goodness gracious.
Pun intended. I'll tell you about it here between innings. Yeah, that's a strike. Duran batting 171. Go ahead.
Including tonight. Including tonight, it will be 5 straight nights of either baseball or softball here on Brevard Sports
That's correct.
Network.
Including tonight. Oh, I forgot you got a microphone. I keep forgetting you got a headset on.
Well, I finally put it on after making sure everything looked good for the viewers at home.
So we still good?
Yes, we
All
are
right.
fantastic.
Good. That's a strike. Now it's 2 strikes on the hitter. My man Dan is here. Dan always does a terrific job with his photographs. And more importantly, he allows me to steal them, which is just simply incredible. Pitch, strike. Ooh.
Only because he said it was.
Ooh. Ooh. That missed only because he said it missed. Here's the pitch. That's popped up in the air. Ayala, Cottrell, and that'll end it. 3 up, 3 down. All right, Caleb. So let's go back in history a little bit here.
We got a time machine with us.
Yeah,
what?
we do have a time machine with us tonight. So, I don't know, back in 2019, and you look at Melbourne, right,
yes.
and you go, my goodness gracious, they've got so many great hitters on this team, right? But I want to talk about 2 specifically. And listen, Maddie Ryder just didn't play on this team, or I would have had my picture taken with her, an interview with her as well.
Correct.
So Cammie Potts this year is batting .516. She's got 8 home runs, which is top 10 in the state. And, of course, Lanya Ayala, which we've already told you about, .584, 13 home runs, 50 RBIs.
Yeah.
Both of them played Little League Baseball for Suntree Vieira. And back in 2019, after a Little League game one night, I had the great fortune to interview both. How you doing? Good to see you, man. That's it. To interview both of them. And in doing so, it was a thrill then. Well, at the Cape Coast Conference Championship, we had the opportunity to relive the picture we took that night. And I don't know how Caleb's doing it on the screen.
It was up on the screen as you were starting the story, and now it's...
So that was a great thrill of mine to be able to take that picture twice. So here we go with Madison Ryder, the FAU commit. Ryder, incredible this year. Every year for Ryder. 519, 5 home runs, 24 RBIs from the leadoff position is absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous in softball.
It's a pitch low and out of the zone for ball 1.
There you go. That'll be 2-0. So you think, okay, I get through Ryder, Cottrell, Ayala, Potts. Now we'll tell you about 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 coming up, and it's 3-0. And tomorrow night it's going to be more of the same.
Yeah.
Because tomorrow we're at O'Galley. We're back here Thursday night for the district championship. Friday we're at Merritt Island, and then Saturday we're at Merritt Island. The 3-0 is 3-1. Ryder sees it. She's set. She knows now. 3 balls and 1 strike to Maddie Ryder. Ryder doing Maddie Ryder things. Just smacks one into center field for a leadoff base hit. And that'll bring up Haley Cottrell, the Lynn University commit. Cottrell this year, .306. She's got 3 home runs, 21 RBIs. The last time we saw Cottrell, all she was doing was smacking grand slam home runs. In the Cape Coast Conference, the first pitch offering is low and in the dirt now, and down to second base goes Ryder with a stolen base. Now, when the manager for Davenport turned his lineup in, he didn't list the positions for the players, so he's going to ask. I'm not sure, Caleb. What's he complaining about?
I think what he's trying to ask is if she left early. That's going to be what he's going to attempt to ask about.
So, yeah. So this is Michaela Gonzalez in the circle tonight for Davenport. And Gonzalez is 7-6 this year with a 2.45 ERA. She carries the load of the work for the squad. 68 2/3 innings pitched this year. She has 102 strikeouts. Upstairs to Cottrell. Teams are batting .218 against her. She's issued 27 walks and allowed 24 earned runs. So, Michaela Gonzalez, the pitcher, in the dirt. I believe that's ball 3.
Si, senor.
All right. 3 balls now. Once again, we want to thank Derek Sickler tonight.
His information is right there on the bottom of your screen.
Ball 4, and it's first and second with nobody out. And here we go, folks. Buckle up.
And
buckle up.
Right now, your legs are. I don't care what pitcher, and this goes out to every pitcher.
So,
this is not the person you want at the plate.
Yeah, you got 2 on, nobody out, and the Triple Crown winner at the plate. 584 this year. Let me just go through the numbers. 584. 87 plate appearances, 77 official at-bats. She scored 35 runs. She has 45 hits. I don't even know where that ranks, but it's probably at the top. 50 RBIs, 6 doubles, 6 triples, 13 home runs, tops in the state. Yeah, she's got an OPS. First pitch low of 1.946. She gets on base at a 621 clip. Unbelievable.
Practically guaranteed.
The 1-0 is 2-0. And I think and listen, I understand Gonzalez, she knows the task at hand.
Yes.
Here, and she's trying to pitch around, and you can't do that to this team. 3-0. And you can see the frustration in their eyes when they get thrown balls. 3 balls, no strikes. Strike 1, Ayala will take it because now she knows.
Uh-huh.
On deck is Cammie Potts. We'll tell you about her, too. The 3-1 on its way to the Florida State commit. Low and inside. Bases are loaded for Cammie Potts. And the manager's going to go out and talk to Gonzalez, and that's probably a pretty good idea because there ain't nowhere to put Potts.
Nope.
Nowhere to put Cammie. So Potts this year is batting .516, 32 hits, 23 RBIs, 5 doubles, 2 triples, 8 home runs. Potts, a 1.691 OPS. And if you thought a 621 OBP was impressive, how about 643?
Ooh.
Now, Brevard County is very lucky because we have 2 of the best softball teams in the state in this county. You know, Galley, Gabe Carrot over there. And you're going to see the Lady Commodores tomorrow night here on Brevard Sports Network. And we're going to get are we getting a new pitcher? Yeah, we are.
Yep.
So we're going to get a new pitcher. So let me tell you about her.
Go ahead and zoom in on her.
Yeah, go ahead and zoom in on her. So it's going to be Pagan steps in. Ashanti Pagan. Pagan this year 2-1 with a 1.12 ERA, 31 1/3 innings pitched, 21 hits, 5 allowed allowed earned runs, 6 walks, 39 strikeouts, a 171 on base or average opponents are batting against her. And her first batter is Cammie Potts with the bases loaded. Good luck. University of Tennessee commit. First pitch offering to Potts is strike one. That is the first pitch strike of the evening for Davenport. 0-1. Everywhere you look is a Bulldog. Ryder at third. Cottrell at second. Ayala at first. The 0-1 is 0-2. I didn't like it. No balls and 2 strikes, so Potts, I would say, would go into protect mode, but I don't believe there is such a thing. She's thrown her 3 straight changeups, Caleb, and so we'll see here.
It better have some movement. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
Because a change-up hanging, I promise you.
Oh, there's a nubbler. That's going to come home for 1 down the first. Did they get it?
No.
And safe and scoring is Cottrell on. She threw the ball away, huh?
Yeah.
Couldn't see. I was watching the runner there. So they get 1 out at the plate.
What? What?
So go ahead.
So what happened is when the catcher went to throw the ball to first, it tipped the top of the glove, and therefore first baseman was not able to.
So she's going to reach on an error.
Yes.
So E3, and that's a strike to Alec Gomez. No breathing room in this lineup, as we mentioned. Gomez, 362. That's all. 362.
Casual 362.
That's crazy. Strike 2. And they take a shot down the second. The ball goes into center field. And the second run of the inning scores as Ayala crosses. 2-0 Melbourne. Cottrell scored on the double play attempt. And Gomez now down the second. We got a pinch runner for Potts. Yeah, we do have a pinch runner for Potts. It is number 1 for the Melbourne Bulldogs, and that's going to be Tierra Zone. So Zone is a pinch runner for Potts, and she's standing at third. That ball is lifted into center field. Center fielder calls, hauls, and here comes the tag, and she's safe. So that will be a sacrifice RBI for Gomez, scoring Zone. And it's 3-0. And Ding Ballavander steps in, and here comes the freshman phenom at the plate. The southpaw. .321 this year. Ballavander's hitting. 17 hits, 7 RBIs for her. It's going to be fun to watch Ding Ballavander's career.
Yes.
There's the off speed.
2-0.
2 balls, no strikes, as Caleb alluded to. As the manager yells out 212. So we're going to see what 212 is. Curveball, changeup, something off speed, and it's a strike. Ballavander's got a good look now. 2-1. The on-deck hitter is Kaylee Cote. There's a hard shot down the first base line, but just foul. 4-13 on its way. That kills me. Because I don't know what it is why it kills me. You know what I mean? 4-13 is an off-speed pitch, but it's a ball. Caleb, between innings, I want you to show the dugout and the house, because we're going to talk about the improvements that Coach Cottrell has made here in his first year as the skipper for the Lady Bulldogs. A pitch in the dirt, and that's a walk to Ding Ballavander, who will get a pinch runner, I'm sure.
Yep.
And a pinch runner is going to be number 4, and that is Sierra Hansen. Will run. Sierra Hansen, the pinch runner. 2 outs. And Kaylee Cote steps in. Cote playing first base tonight. And this year batting .297. 19 hits, 11 RBIs, 4 doubles, and a triple. The Bulldogs have clubbed 30 home runs this year. Cote's first pitch that's a beaut. 4 strike. Here comes 0-0-2. I got to think that's off speed some way. Nope. I think that was her fastball there, and quickly in the hole goes Cote at 0-2. 3 runs already in here in the bottom of the first inning for the Bulldogs. Upstairs, 2-2. So deuces are now wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. The 2-2 on its way. Oh, the beautiful off-speed pitch there. You know, she was still on it, and that will end the inning, but not for the Bulldogs. Crashed down with 3 runs in the inning, and oh, no.
Oh, no, you're fine,
Okay, and they lead it. We still on?
Yeah, we're still on.
That's still up?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I can't believe I just did that. All right, so that ends the inning. All right, so watch out there, Dan. So take a look over here, Kale.
Yep.
All right, so look at the improvements that have been made by Melbourne. The administration, athletic director Chad Raymond has done an absolutely phenomenal job, even down to the curb that keeps the water out of the dugout. And then you go to the right, and the indoor facility over there is absolutely amazing. Melbourne softball, like O'Galley, year in and year out, you know, always one of the best programs in the state. And improvements like this don't do anything but ensure that they stay there like that.
Yes. Look,
great job by Coach Cottrell.
Ha. Look, when you play like champions consistently and show that championship pedigree, it's good to see a community reward that.
Right.
And invest back into the program.
100%. I did. I've done it before. And it wasn't even remodeled. A little bit of rubber down there, yeah. I don't want somebody to get hurt. 3-0. No. Oof. This is a danger area here. Y'all. Oh. So Crest steps in. Ballavander's pitch. Yep. Right down Babcock Street.
Says, hit it if you can. Go ahead.
And the next one on its way. Right where that one was. And nobody's catching up to that tonight.
No.
0-2. Ball 1. Yeah, it does. Dan just said if you listen closely, it has got a whistle to it. Strike 3. 1 out. So down goes Cresswell. Michaela Gonzalez steps in with an opportunity to help herself as Ding Ballavander now with strikeout 156 on the year. There's a strike. If you remember the Melbourne Bulldogs state championship ride a couple of years ago, great play by Ayala for out number 2 as the Florida State commit hauls it in. 2 outs. I'm going to be interested to see, their one loss this year, Doral, right? Doral Academy. They're only the number 1 team in the state, Doral Academy. So they'll get another crack at them. They're going to get another crack at them. Swing and a miss. I'm telling you. And the thing that is crazy is that they're sitting behind Bartow. That's going to be a tough play. She picks it up and tags her. And that's the 3rd out of the inning, I believe.
Yes, it is.
So leave it here, Caleb, because I want to talk about these rankings and this bracket. And
yes.
Melbourne and Bartow are separated by less than a point in 6A Region 2. And that matters immensely because it's going to be, look, unless a very, 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 very young Vieira team makes an incredible run, it's likely to be chalk in this region with Melbourne and Bartow. Now, the good news is, or the bad news is Melbourne has to go to Bartow. The good news is we've been able to go over to Bartow and will again this year. I've already reached out and broadcast that regional final. So you'll see that, but that has not been kind to Brevard County teams over there.
No. Again, I think one of my favorite games we've ever done was on that state championship run.
We had to go back the next day.
Yes.
Yeah.
And again, just watching two pitchers who were that good, but being Jazzy Francic and
Red. I don't remember
Red.
her name. Yeah.
She pitches, I believe, for the University of
Florida.
Yep. Yeah. Watching those two just blow by everybody was just absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah. We got rained out Friday, had to go back Saturday. Swing and a miss on the first offering here in the bottom half of inning number 2. And it's going to be a fun ride through 6A as Tyra Powell steps in. And Powell this year, 226. She's got 10 RBIs, though. She can drive them in, too. Tries to bunt, and it's 0-2.
I remember that trip. We learned about the skip, the softball pitcher skip.
Right. Yeah, because that was the big controversy.
Yes.
Yeah. 0-2 to Powell. Brooklyn Dolan on deck. Upstairs. 1-2. That's a nice job to stay alive because that was a beautiful off-speed pitch, and she was just able to get the bat head on it to live to fight for another pitch. That's a good job.
Yes.
She did it again, and that's going to drop.
Yep.
And that's going to be a foul ball, and they're lucky because she was close right there to grabbing an infield hit.
Well, I was waiting on it too because it looked like the pitcher nearly touched it with her glove.
I thought she was going to make that mistake. And
yep.
She did not. So Powell battling. Dolan on deck. Here comes the fastball, and that is fouled off down the first base line.
Hope you all had your 3D glasses on. That one came right there into your living room.
Yes, it did. We still good?
Yeah, we're fantastic.
Okay. Like Boog Shambi would say in MLB 26, the show, and the battle continues. I guess anybody could say that. Pitch upstairs. Coming up tomorrow on Brevard Sports Network, it'll be the 4A2 District 7 Championship. The Satellite Scorpions, Tom Fadul, upsets Merritt Island in the quarterfinals or the semifinals. Popped up, very playable. Calls and hauls, does the pitcher, 1 out. But a great battle by Powell. Great at-bat. Brooklyn Dolan steps in. Softball. What's that, buddy?
What a walk-up song.
Yeah. 390 hitter is Dolan, and she slaps one, and that's a pretty piece of hit. Oh. For a single. That's a perfect slap hit right there, Caleb.
Yes, it is. Just enough right over the second baseman's head and into that gap.
Here is Maddie Ryder. We are back to the top of the lineup again.
Uh-oh.
Ryder with a first pitch liner. I think it was first pitch. And I was going to say, watch out, because she loves those first pitches.
We need to tell our guy Dan to watch out. Dan will get smacked.
No, Dan's just fun, you see, because if Dan's not there, then first line is me. He's got a lens
You're
down
right.
here that'll
You're
stop
right.
a train.
The lens is replaceable. Alan is not.
Right. Yeah, I am.
No, hush.
No, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I like it. Stay right where you are. Ryder looks at the next one, and she's going to look at a ball and a changeup outside. The count will go to 1-1 strike. 1-1. 3-0. Melbourne on top. 1 out here, 1 on. Dolan with a slap single. Ryder.
Just to the second baseman. It's safe.
She's safe, yeah.
Oh, what?
He called her out?
Yes, he called her out at second. Okay.
That's crazy. I could see through the screen she stepped on the bag before she was out.
I was watching. Okay.
All right.
I was watching first and second right here in the line of view.
Yeah, no, you'd be right that she was safe. And, this is why Melbourne's good, because I'm hearing the coaches talk, and you know what they said? She should have slid. Mm-hmm. That's what makes you better, right? We're over here complaining, right, that she's safe. Oh yeah, look, I'm looking at.
Yep.
I'm looking at it on the replay on the camera. She's safe. She's definitely safe. But the coach is saying she should have slid. That's where the mistake was made, not by the umpire, but by the player. And Cottrell absolutely pops one in the left field, and that gets away. Ryder's going to stop at third. And Haley Cottrell just continues her torrid streak of hitting with a single and then an error. She ends up at second.
That ball just took a bounce, and the left fielder just had a hard time corralling it in her glove.
So now so what do you do now, right? You got 1 or 2 outs, right?
Yeah.
And you got first base open. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter who you pitch it to. Here's Ayala. Ayala looks over as if to say, please throw that again. Yeah, because this is going to end up over there. What is that hospital called?
No, Holmes Regional.
Holmes Regional. Here's the pitch upstairs, 1-1. If I were them at Holmes, I'd be watching out the window there.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the pitch. Upstairs and outside. Yeah. Ayala. I wonder how Bryson's doing. Bryson Ayala, her brother, at Tulane. The pitch. And that one is ripped to the shortstop, up and over to first. Nice play. It's a good play there.
Yep, that was.
Problem Melbourne's having with this changeup, and you can see it as they're getting it off the top of the bat.
Yep.
They got to wait just a split second more, and then they'll start driving it. But you got to give credit to Davenport. They do hold them scoreless that inning as Melbourne strands two. We're going to the top of the third, 3-0 Melbourne. Should I tap the mic?
No, you're good.
All right, so all my family's trying to call me right now to remind me that my sister, my sister, Trina, is on, her and her family about 8 months ago, got on Family Feud. So my brother-in-law, my sister, and my 3 nieces are all on Family Feud tonight. And yes, my brother-in-law's last name is Clampett. So if you happen to catch Family Feud tonight, the last name, the Clampetts, yeah, well, that's my sister. Go get them, Trina, Dennis, Stephanie, Haley, and Allison. The Clampetts.
The Clampetts.
I can't do it quite like who hosts that show these days? Steve Harvey?
Yeah, that's Harvey.
Yeah, Steve Harvey.
The Clampetts.
Here are the Clampetts. I can see it now. Oh, that ought to be fun to watch. Alanis Melendez steps in for Davenport. It'll be Alanis Melendez, Janelis Perez, and Di Garcia to face Ding Ballavander. Upstairs, ball 1. That is perfect right there. Nice job on that carpeting there so nobody else slips. Upstairs, 1-1. So we talk about Ballavander all the time. Kelly's going to pull her graphic up in a minute here after this pitch. Pull it up now.
All right.
She's just had a terrific year.
Yeah.
14-1, 156 57 strikeouts now. It's just one of those players that comes along, and here she is. Pitch. Yeah, no shot, and that is out number 1. Or no.
No. The count is 2-1.
2-1. My apologies. I thought that was the third strike. What am I watching? Thinking about Family Feud. And she would not tell any of us That's strike 2. Whether she won the 10 grand, she would not. All she would say is, "We had a good time and it was a good ending." That's all she would say.
Wow.
They were contractually bound not to tell anybody.
I was saying, I'm like, there's some law there.
Yeah, 2-2. And now I'm pretty certain that's strike 3.
Si, senor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Janelis Perez steps in to face Balavander. Strike 1. Sometimes umpires come in with the mindset that they are not going to let the catcher's framing influence their calls at all. But that's just a pure strike. Maybe a little low. Maybe a touch low. The 1-1. Yeah, he does not like the strike at the knees. That is for sure. That has been established.
Yeah.
2-1. Two. You know, here's the thing. On their swings, they're not even close to it.
No.
The 2-2 on its way from Ding. Yep, that's strike 3. And that is 2 outs. 6 strikeouts in the game now. As Di Garcia steps in. Tomorrow night, it's O'Galley and Satellite here on the network, and then we'll have the championship game swung on and missed coming up Thursday night of 6A, 2 District, what is this, 8?
Yes.
And there's a strike. Friday will be over at Merritt Island, and don't miss that. If you're a baseball fan, you do not want to miss Friday.
No.
As Merritt Island hosts American Heritage Patriots in Game 1. Swing on and a miss. And that Balavander strikes out the side. Keep it here. You do not want to miss that on Friday night. Pitching for American Heritage is Snow. Snow is committed to the University of Florida. He can pitch for them now.
Yeah.
Is how good he is. And, of course, Jesse Decter probably gets the start for the Mustangs, and Decter is phenomenal. This is one of the best hitting teams in the state against one of the best pitchers in the country. And you'll see it Friday night in Game 1. Game 2 will be also on Brevard Sports Network Saturday. And Game 3, if necessary, will be played 30 minutes later. So that's the week here on BSN. And be sure to join us live on Friday at 2 o'clock as the brackets are released for the high school state tournaments. For Melbourne, you're hoping that Bartow somehow gets upset in the district championship, and then Melbourne jumps them. All right, here we go. Middle of the order due up here. 4, 5, and 6 will start with Cammie Potts, Gomez, and Ding Balavander. Potts steps in. And if I'm Cammie, I'm looking first pitch, change up, swinging over the plate, and I'm looking to drive this thing over the fence. Or just swing through the middle of it and then see what happens from there.
Launch into the pickup truck brigade out there.
Yeah, it's pickup truck brigade out there. They sure are. They always are.
It's become a staple here in Melbourne.
That's a strike. Potts Goes down and gets the bat head barrel on one, drives it, but foul down the third base line. Pitch upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Potts. Headed to Rocky Top. Want to hear something even scarier? I'll tell you after this pitch. Oh. Potts gets caught looking at a changeup. Potts, Ayala, and Ryder. Yeah, they'll all be back next year.
Oh, yeah.
Alec Gomez steps in. Her walk-up song is "Here Comes the Money." I like it.
I love it.
So we got 2 versus 2 here with 1 out. Strike 1. Coach, Gomez not happy with the call. I got to say, most older umpires outside, they don't, I got to give it to this guy behind the plate. I don't like his zone, but he's consistent.
Yep.
And I like his angle. A lot of umpires either go left or right. He's right over the catcher where he should be. And that one is driven down the left field. I'm going to tell you right now, if Melbourne can just wait a split second more on that changeup she's throwing, that is not going to be a happy softball. Pitch outside.
So
Charlotte Martin's going to bat in the 8th spot here coming up. Pitch popped up into center field. And that is hauled in for out number 2. I apologize if you're watching for Davenport, but we do not know who is playing where because we were not given the positions for these young ladies. You good?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Ding Ballavander steps in, the left-handed hitter. So coach for Davenport has called for a 0-0-2 on Ding. And that is high and outside for ball 1. There's a strike. Good pitch. I tell you what, you got to give it to Pagan. She has come in and done a really nice job here, Caleb.
Yes, she has.
That ball is lifted down the right field line, and it'll drop in.
She will stay there for the single at first.
Yeah, drops in for a single at first, and Ballavander's pinch hitter will come out now.
And
that is going to be number 4, Sierra Hansen. What's that?
That ball just died. It looked like it was going to carry and then just dropped out of nowhere.
Yeah. So it's Kaylee Cote now. Cote unsure, then sure, and fouls it off. Cote struck out back in the first, swinging. And it's 0-1. The good news is that I know I'm going to have pictures for my post-game interviews.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? There's a shot back to the pitcher, but again, goes to second. And that's the third out. I'm not sure why she went to second instead of first. She might have thought there was just one out. But she gets the out regardless, and that's 3 of them. And that ends the inning as Melbourne is kept off the scoreboard for a second straight inning. We're going to the top of the 4th, 3-0 Bulldogs. All right, welcome back. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by the Financial Cornerstone Group. Derek Sickler, financial advisor. I want to thank Derek. And let me just tell you about Derek. Derek is a tremendous human being. Tremendous human being. And, yeah. Derek is a phenomenal soccer coach. Space Coast United, Vieira, great community guy, great family man. If you are a person that has a portfolio and you need it managed, give Derek a call. It's local and swing and a miss. If I had such a portfolio, right, and that existed, Derek would be my guy. Outside, 1-1. Dan. Got her. 1 out. That was back to the top of the lineup, by the way, as Ballavander has not allowed a hit tonight. And if I can say something without sounding disrespectful, with the swings that I'm seeing tonight, I don't think she will. As Cleffy steps in, and she struck out the last time up, swung on and missed for strike 1. 7 strikeouts tonight for Ballavander. That's 160 now this season. There's a bunt over to first, perfectly covered and executed there. You just can't ask for better defensive execution. They were ready for it. That'll go down as a 1-4. Check that, a 3-4. 1 is Ballavander. 3 is the first baseman. 4 is the second baseman. And that quickly brings up Jordan Duran, who popped out to Haley Cottrell her last time up. Strike 1. Right down the chute. Goodness, I've never sat this close for a softball game. How's that feed look?
Feed looks.
Yeah, I dig that. That's pretty close, man.
Yeah.
Swung on and missed. That is strike 3 and the end of the inning. So that's 12 up and 12 down as we go to the bottom of the 4th. And was listening to Coach Cottrell before, and Coach Cottrell said, time to pick the energy up a little bit. They need to play our game, but we need to elevate our energy. So let's see what happens here as we will have 8-9-1 due up for Melbourne. Back in a moment. All right, Charlotte Martin steps in. She'll bat for Tyra Powell here. Martin this season. Martin's kind of been like an off-camera co-host tonight. Martin, 250 on the season. Just a sophomore. Ooh. Tucks looks over to the bench like, okay, yeah, that is nasty. That is one nasty changeup. Oh, my goodness. You know, if you're Melbourne, if you're Coach Cottrell, you know what you're throwing your girls in practice. That ball was hit into left field, and I think she's going to have trouble hauling that in. No, nice catch out there by the left fielder. Looked like she was battling the sun, Caleb, but she gets a glove on it and hauls it in. 4 out, 1. Brooklyn Dolan steps in.
Yeah, no, she definitely – I think she did have trouble with those first couple steps, but then she found it and looked control there at the end.
Yeah, no, that's a good play. Good piece of hitting there by Charlotte Martin, too. Just missed it.
Pretty fly for a white guy.
Kayla's over here singing. Pitch, and she slaps that one, and that's – nice play. Great defensive play there. 2 great defensive plays in a row leads to 2 quick outs, Caleb.
Yeah, no. If anyone's picked up energy, it's Davenport.
It's Davenport. Now, listen, I'm just going to say this, but these are the games where if your team's like Melbourne, you got to finish. You just got to put them away. Maddie Ryder steps in. Ryder with singled her first time up.
Two and 0 the count here.
That ball is
smacked in the center. She fumbles. It's going to be a play at second.
She's in there. She fumbled that.
The bounce.
Yeah. It was like from a major league perspective, it's like 108 off the bat.
Yes.
The way Ryder hits the ball. First pitch to Cottrell. Cottrell lifts one into left field. She catch that?
No.
Yes, she does.
That hit the ground.
The umpire said she called it. Nah, I think she called it, buddy. I think it hit. Yes, it hit the ground, but it was in her glove. I like your fight, though. I like your fight.
We head to the top of inning number 5. With your score, the Melbourne Bulldogs 3, Davenport Broncos coming to bat. We'll be back here on the Brevard
Well,
Sports.
they have nothing. Welcome back to Dawson Field here. Alan Slaughterzinski, Caleb Brown, and my off-camera co-host Charlotte Martin sitting right here to my left. Nice piece of hitting there. I thought she was going to miss that. She did. I thought she was going to miss it. Yep, I know. So, Bellevander, 4 innings pitched, no hits, no walks, 7 strikeouts. Yeah, it's called perfection. So she's got a perfect game going. Swung on and missed. And normally I'd be worried about drinking it, but I'm not because it's dang. Yeah, that's going to be a backwards K. The 8th of the night. And that'll bring up Michaela Gonzalez. I've never done a perfect game. Bellevander has thrown 51 pitches. 35 of them have been for strikes. Yeah, strike one to Michaela Gonzalez, who started tonight in the circle but couldn't get past the first 3 hitters as she loaded the bases. And that's the last time anybody has scored in this one. Was back in the first inning pitch outside, 1-1. All I can do is chuckle. I know that Coach Cottrell wants to see him hit a little better right now, though. 2 strikes, and that'll make 3. 2 outs. We in the 5th?
Yes, we are.
Goodness gracious. We are flying along here. Have we even gone an hour?
Yes. Hour 8.
Hour and 4 minutes. Fouled off and out of play. Strike 2. Strikeouts 8, 9, and 10 come in order in the 5th. Perfection. Still on tap. We go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. It is Melbourne 3, Davenport nothing. Three, 4, 5 coming up, and all the Melbourne Bulldogs need to end it is 7. And I say that like normally, you would say for a normal team, all they need to end it is 2. For Melbourne, it's like all they need to end it is 7.
Yes.
As Ayala steps in. Now, granted, this young lady Pagan in the circle, shut them down since the first inning. With that changeup has been something that has caused some issues for them. There it is. Ayala drills the first pitch she sees into left field, and that's a good start as Cammie Potts steps up. Cammie, last at bat, took a look at one of those changeups for strike 3, and tonight is 0 for 1 as she reached on an error back in the first inning. Strike one.
Ayala kind of took a little bit of a lead there and then decided to
hold up.
Yeah, just
thought about it for a minute, did she?
Just a little bit.
Gomez leads the team with 12 stolen bases, and Potts just fouled down the third baseline. They have 45 as a team this year. Gomez the only one in double digits. Ayala 8 stolen bases, so you can't say she's not going to go anywhere. And it's only 3-0 as Coach Cottrell takes a look over at her as he shouts out the signal. So keep your eye on Ayala on this pitch here to Potts. Pitch. Chris Cottrell showing his two-step over there. And it's a good one. Coach swings his arm there. Potts now. Pagan to Potts. And Cammie is just missing these. She hit it over the fence, but it was foul. That ball, whatever pitch she is throwing, is like, I don't know, it's like dying on the barrel of the bat. It's weird. 2 strikes again. Pagan to Potts. Oh, my goodness gracious. She is still, that one goes over the big fence there, off to the foul side, but we'll do it again. Change up. Cammie's frustrated with herself right now because she's asking herself as a batter, why can't I wait just one more split second? And that is so much easier said than done. So much easier said. Because if she does, she's driving one into the gap. Potts. Doesn't even matter how many balls she has because she's swinging. Pagan. And we're going to do it again. It's a lot of balls. But I'll tell you what, Potts is right on it. Right on it. This is going to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat, Caleb. I believe the 8th pitch of the AB coming up. Ninth pitch of the AB. And we'll do number 10 again. And if I'm Pagan, I mean, I'm gonna keep throwing. What's wrong? What happened?
All right, got a little dizzy for a second.
Okay, well, get down then. Pitch, and that one is way out of here, but just foul. Caleb? Can I get some help? Caleb, you all right? Get down. Can you step down? Step down. Don't apologize. He's going to get the chair. You're going to sit down, okay? Have a seat. Right behind you. Sit down, buddy. Sit. Let go. Let go.
call 911. Caleb. We're having a little medical emergency here with Caleb, so bear with me here. We got people helping him out, so Candy Potts. I'm betting shit. It's outside. You call 911, okay? Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Top wall. What are you? Stop calling. You get this out of your way.
I don't know what it was. I was fine. And the next, I don't think I was.
Are you dehydrated?
I haven't. I know my water bill is getting drank a whole bit of that.
Dude, we all thought it was cigarettes first time. I was like,
My God, I'm ready to tell that way. Whatever they tell you, you're going to do. You understand me? Alright, so we are going to go in the top of the fifth, or bottom of the fifth here. 3-0. Gomez at the plate. Oh, and 1. Pitch. Nice play by the third baseman as Ding Balabander steps in.
Number 33, Ding Balabander.
just tell me I'm done. Just tell me.
Can you slide back a little bit? Well, I don't want him. Because I want them to be able to have as much room as they need. No. Just leave it all right here. Yep. they're fouled back. 1-1. Here we go. He went over. He went over this way, passed out, his eyes rolled back a little bit, and then got him down, set him down.
I remember seeing this up. I felt slight dizziness, but just nothing I hadn't felt before. Okay. And then next thing I knew, I remember this curve.
Did you think you locked your knees?
I don't think so. I was thinking, how do you feel now? I remember watching a pitch. I remember it felt as if the world was turning. You've been drinking plenty of fluid.
Okay. Honestly, how much water have you had today? Because it's hot.
I
asked my daughters, and like, I had 2 sodas and 3 coffees.
No, I had 4 or 5 of the 16 by 9, or you know.
No champagne, so basically had a
They get the force at first, but the run scores. That's our current situation. And so Caleb is talking, and he seems to be fine. And they're going to hook him up and do a play-by-play Caleb Emmy softball. Oh, yeah.
Right after
Oh,
my accident, the only thing I've had is Brown.
Told him about the hip surgery coming up Monday.
So you were just standing up here and just fell backwards?
He fell this way.
He fell forward?
Fell forward. His eyes rolled back.
Hey, Bulldogs fans.
Attack.
Your score, 5 innings
woke
played,
up.
is the
He
Melbourne
didn't know where
Bulldogs
he was
5,
at first.
Davenport Rockers 0.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Spectators are reminded,
That's
only
the end of
those
the fifth.
individuals
3-0 Melbourne. 4-0
are permitted on the field during the FHS AA State Championships. Individuals without credentials who come on the field will be removed from the facility and may be subject to arrest for trespass. Please help us keep the field clear for student athletes and tournament officials. Thank you.
So back in September, I fell 25 feet from the scaffolding.
Oh, wow.
Currently have a surgical Monday. Metal holding my pelvis together and metal rod holding my safety.
He hasn't taken, that's the amazing thing. He hasn't taken anything but ibuprofen.
Blood pressure 123/78. Perfect. It's really good. That's like thanks for
I guess I made an inadvertent lock my knees.
Yeah, you definitely did something, buddy.
Do you remember falling?
I remember feeling uneasy, but when I remembered where I was in this chair being talked to by.
Okay.
I've never had these feelings. I've done.
So he's 5-0 Salamander. 0-2. She's chasing perfection in this one. So what do you want to do?
Well, I mean, we guys go down to the hospital and get checked out. I know, I mean...
Here's the problem. Huh? No. So here's the issue. Right now we're chasing $360,000 worth of money. That's where we are. Okay? So for him, the issue that he is honesty. You need to get all that. You listen to me. You need to get all that stuff and go. Then you better go.
I promise. I feel like I don't need to go. I think I might. I genuinely think I might.
Well, let me ask you some questions. What city are you in? Okay, you know what year it is?
2026.
Okay, it is. All right. Okay, so yeah, we'll stand him up and take your blood pressure.
Mr. Brown, yeah, we're just going to stand you up, take your blood pressure again.
We'll see what this reads real quick, okay? So if you want to stand up. I know, sorry for all the wires here. Hold on to that if you need to, okay? Just try and relax that right arm for me. Let me see your left hand.
You okay? Me? Yeah. Hanging in there, man. Why you ask me?
Dude, like you didn't get checked out?
How you feeling? Feeling good. Yeah? Okay.
Just more embarrassed that you're
Yeah, I mean, don't be embarrassed.
while we're here. I mean,
See, I was going to get
Do this.
Almost done. We're going to take it one more time. Timed out, right? Just try and relax that.
Bulldogs fans, good luck to the players, coaches, and fans at Musco Lighting, the official and exclusive lighting partner of the Florida High School Athletic Association. Whether it's a hometown field or a professional stadium, you always know when it's Musco.
You locked your knees, what you did, I know it. If all your vitals are fine, then that's exactly what you did up there. You can do it without knowing it. My brother did it in the Marine Corps and graduated. He went, shoo.
I had to cover it up for
You're welcome. I mean, what was I going to do, let you fall?
like I said,
Yeah, you're good.
I feel more embarrassed than anything.
Just take a seat for me. It's right behind you. All right, so I will ask again. You want to go down to the hospital?
I think I just locked my knees.
All right.
All right, do me a favor. Watch me to make sure I don't do that.
I got you.
All right, so I'll give you an update on Caleb. So he locked his knees and passed out. So that was the issue on top of this ladder here. So let me get the score updated. And listen, Caleb apologizes. I apologize. That ball is lifted in the left field. Drops down, and Charlotte Martin busts out of her slump with a double. And good for that young lady there. As Martin, I am so happy for Charlotte. And Caleb is not going to be going to the hospital. So a lot of times when we're standing, we can lock our legs and not even know it. And the good part for Caleb is that, yeah, somebody was here to catch him from falling. As Brooklyn Dolan steps in. Oh, he's going. Oh, yeah, he's going. No worries about that.
Like I said, within the last eight or so hours, I've had 5, 6 followers over there, 16.
And you know, our sound is also off as well, so let me see if I can adjust that. Again, my apologies, everybody. No, you don't have it fixed yet. Trying to get it fixed. We'll see what we can do.
There we go. I think we're good now. So Dolan with pinch runner at second is Tyra Powell has re-entered the game as a pinch runner. Pitch swung on and fouled off. Yep, Caleb's good. So 2-1. Nobody out here. Powell at second. Top of the lineup, and Maddie Ryder on deck. Here's the pitch. Slapper down to first. Steps on first. Won't get Powell at third. 1 out. Maddie Ryder, the FAU commit, stepping in. So Ryder, followed by Cottrell, Ayala, and Potts. With just 1 out, 5-0. Pitch. That's why they put up fences. You definitely locked your knees because I have to rotate to avoid doing it. Ryder, the pitch in the dirt. One and one. Outside, 2 balls and a strike here. It's a great view. Pagan, the rider, bounces one. And the count is 3 balls and a strike. I'm just glad that they're on the ground. That's all I can say. Three and two now, full count. Fouled off again, and there's that changeup that just keeps doing the job. Pitch. Popped up over the EMT's head behind me. Once again, our apologies there for Caleb experiencing a little bit of an issue there. Locked his legs, passed out, fell right over. Pitch. And here comes the 6th Melbourne run as Powell crosses the plate. And it's 6-0. And Ryder walks. So I'm going to, can you move your chair over that way? I don't want to fall on you. You good, buddy? Okay, well, as long as you're good, that's all that matters. Down to second base goes Ryder. She's safe. Safe at second. Cottrell, we've seen her hit the long ball, the grand salami. Pitch upstairs. Appreciate it. Sorry about that. Here comes the pitch. Outside, 2-0. So put these on and tell the world you're okay.
Hey everybody, yeah, I'm okay. I genuinely think what happened is.
Oh, he called a strike.
What I think happened, I think I locked my knees, standing on the ladder, and I felt a slight the last thing I felt a slight dizziness, so I thought, okay, in between innings, I'll do what I do. I'll get off the ladder, sit in the chair, and then come back.
The 3-2 on its way. Ground ball. Third baseman bobbles it. Everybody will be safe. And the Bulldogs have scored run number 7. Go ahead, Caleb.
And next thing I know, Alan and the incredible staff here at Melbourne, the sports medicine trainer and everyone surrounded me, and that's what I remembered. I didn't remember. Apparently, I fell over forward, and Alan caught me.
Yes, sir.
I don't even remember that happening. But I'm okay. I got water and I got a Gatorade. Alan constantly looking at me, telling me to take another sip of said Gatorade. So I'm okay.
Glad you're all right, brother.
Honestly, I'll be honest with everybody. I'm a little more embarrassed than I am anything.
Popped up. Catcher calls and drops it. And Ayala will live another day.
Woo.
What are you embarrassed about? There's nothing to be embarrassed about.
Well, I mean, we've done so many broadcasts here. I've used that ladder all the time and never had.
You've never used the ladder coming off of 3 pelvic surgeries.
Fair.
One and one. Oh, my. Into the gap. Backtrack. Off the bottom of the wall. Ayala stops at second. Cottrell is coming from third. Oh, nope. She stops. And runners at second and third. And one swing of the bat can now end it. And you get the feeling that Cammie Potts wants to be the one. She had a 13, 14, 15 pitch. She was up when you went tumbling.
Oh. See, that's the thing. I couldn't tell you who was at bat. But we're all good, folks. I promise. This isn't stubborn talk. This is genuine. This is genuine. I'm okay. and anyone who's ever done chorus knows your chorus teachers told you don't lock your knees while you're on stage. Which again, I was a chorus kid, so that's almost what's the more embarrassing part is the fact I've always been told, do not lock your knees.
Listen, I'm not going to tell the story about my buddy in the Marine Corps locking his knees at graduation. I had a friend of mine that graduated from the Marine Corps and locked his knees at graduation. And it's the one thing that the drill instructors tell you, at least he said, because I wasn't a Marine, tell you not to do during graduation is to lock your knees.
Well,
and he did.
I can't speak for the Marines. I can speak as also JROTC when you stood in formation.
Right.
That was the biggest thing they always preached to us was do not lock your knees when standing in formation.
Well, following the meeting at the meeting of the minds at the mound, say that 5 times, 1 out, runners at second and third, and Cammie Potts with a chance to end the game here. Either way, 7-0. Pitch, strike 1 to Potts. Popped up and out of play, so it'll be 0-2 with 1 out. Hey, Chad, when you get a minute. Low, inside. Potts, that one's popped back over again. And out of play, 1-2. And 1 out. You got to love Coach Chad. I remember him when he was coaching at Florida Tech, man. On the sidelines, coaching the offensive line.
I want to say one of the paramedics that showed up was a tight end.
That ball is hit into center field. And on. Cammie Potts with a 3-run blast to end it. And the Bulldogs win it 10-0.
What a shot.
And Potts has been waiting for that all night long. And she got it. Which tight end was it? Okay. Potts with a 3-run bomb. That's got to be the end, right? 10-0?
Yeah.
That's it. Yep. I'm like, I don't know what Davenport's waiting around for, but that's the game. So all kinds of drama tonight, huh, Caleb?
Yeah.
As the Bulldogs wing it. But the biggest thing tonight, Caleb, is Ding Ballavander.
Yes.
A perfect game tonight.
That was going to be the next question I was going to ask.
Yeah, she finished her perfect game. And so she is our player of the game tonight. Thanks to Derek Sickler and Financial Cornerstone Group. Ding Ballavander. We'll get a word with her coming up here on Brevard Sports Network. Give me that headset because I'm going to give that to her. And we'll wait for Ding. Hey, Dan, thanks, man. Don't. Boy, I swear to God, if you get up. Just waiting on Ding Ballavander as Coach Cottrell. Just what a night for Melbourne, handling business 10-0. You know, I'm not sure. Let's take a look and see. You can let that lean against that table. Want to see who maybe won the Vieira game. And we apologize to all of you at home. So we know some things in life, Caleb, are probably a little too soon to rush back to do, huh? That's the biggest lesson of the night. Hey, come here for a second. Here, grab this. So you guys have seen the great new coverage in town from Eric and his staff at Varsity Sports. Eric, welcome to town, man. And how are you finding your way, buddy?
Hey, it's been great. I mean, you know this more than anybody. The sports community here is so open and open their arms, welcoming. I'm just glad your guy's okay, man.
Yeah.
Man. But no, it's been great. My parents have lived here for 35 years.
Nice.
They both got real sick right around Christmas.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
I appreciate it. And look, it is probably the 2 worst months of my life back to back, kind of taking care of them. But they are in assisted living now, and I've got them where somebody's watching them 24/7.
Great.
So I've been able to come out and work a little bit and see great games like this.
Yeah, listen, you guys do a terrific job.
Right back at
Yeah, man, you know, the more the merrier. These kids deserve this coverage. Thanks for all you do for youth sports, man.
Back at you.
Yes,
Thanks
sir.
for what you
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So, yeah, man, it's you've always known our philosophy here on Brevard Sports Network, and we just feel like these kids can benefit off of everything. So we do it, and we try to do what we can. We'll grab just Ding. Yep. I won't do Coach till after the championship, so you grab. I'm just going to grab Ding real quick. Yep. Thanks, man. But, yeah, so we're going to talk to Ding coming up here. So, yeah, buddy, just, you know, some things you're just not ready for, and sometimes you find out the hard way, right? All right, brother. All right, we're just waiting on Melbourne. We're just waiting on Ding Balavander, and I'm gonna interview her, and then call it a night. We'll be done. We'll be at O'Galley tomorrow night, and then back here Thursday night. I'll be on the camera for that one, and then Friday and Saturday at Merritt Island. Yep, baseball. Yeah, that's going to be – it's a great week. And then Sunday, nothing. Now, look, hydrate this weekend. It's supposed to be 94 degrees Saturday, so make sure you're – Vieira beat Osceola. So it will be Vieira here on Thursday night. We'll be back with you Thursday night for the coverage for the championship. And, by the way, it's the 10th straight year that Vieira and Melbourne will play for a district championship. Do you want to know what it is? It's split 5-5. So it's going to be crazy. All right, here we go. We're going to get Ding in here. Ding, when you get a few minutes, young lady. Come on in, Ding. All right, so what I need you to do for me is stand right in front of this camera, put this headset on. I actually dropped it in water, so it's not icky. So put that on. We got the freshman phenom here. Now, I want to make sure I'm saying your name right. Ding Balavander, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Balavander.
Balavander. Pull that up front so everybody can hear from you. All right, Ding. I created a crazy graphic for you tonight, and I'm going to put it on the screen now.
Okay.
Perfection tonight.
Thank you.
Is this your first perfect game of the year?
Yes.
Well, it couldn't have come at a better time.
Mm-hmm.
I got to ask because I haven't met many student athletes like you that are so young, so in control. Kind of take me through being a freshman and able to handle this type of pressure.
Yeah, I've been under pressure since I was about 12 years old. So I've worked under pressure and built the stability to be under this amount of pressure. So it's kind of just been like pretty much the same for my entire softball pitching career.
And you play – who do you play for club ball?
I play for Tampa Mustangs, Renee.
Tampa Mustangs. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, this is just absolutely incredible. And take me through your pitches. What pitches do you throw so I can get them right on the broadcast?
So I throw a rise, a curveball, a backdoor curve, and a slow curve.
Well, you throw them all very, very well.
Thank
now
you.
your team
Appreciate
is
it.
just one loss on the season, and you're going to get another crack at them in the Final Four or championship. I feel it. I know it's coming. Ding, what do you really like about this team? I mean, you're an outstanding pitcher, but you got some pretty good hitters.
Yeah, we have a really great lineup, and all of us, like, we all bring something to the team. We have a lot of grit, and we work really hard. So there's no off days. We all work hard, and I just really like that.
Do you have to pitch to the Ayalas, the Riders, and the Potts of the world in practice? Do you have to pitch to them, or
Luckily, not
no?
usually.
Okay, that's good.
Luckily.
That's good. Listen, this is we're going to go see O'Galley tomorrow night playing their championship, and you guys and O'Galley are the two most complete softball teams I've seen play in this county.
Yes.
And 2022 was a good year. Let me ask you a question. I'm sure you know Jazzy, right? Kind of take me through what Jazzy Francic has meant to you.
When I was younger, she was a big role model to me. I wanted to be just like her. I wanted to pitch at Mel High. I would go to all the camps, and I would try and work with her the most because I wanted to be just like her when I was older.
Well, Ding, congratulations on
Thank you,
being our
sir.
player of the game tonight. People will tell you I'm old school. I generally don't give them out to freshmen, but you leave me no choice, Ding. Perfection tonight. Now, we had a little
Thank you.
incident. I'm not sure how many strikeouts you ended with, but at one point, I was up around 11 or 12, I think is where we were. I'm sure it's higher than that. Congratulations. I
Thank
love
you.
your humbleness,
Thank
and
you.
I cannot wait to watch you pitch for the next 3 years and the rest of. I'm excited to
Thank
see
you,
you
sir.
pitch and literally become the next big thing here on the Space Coast. So thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
All right. So, I'll take that from you. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. All right. So, Ding, and tonight the Bulldogs get it done against Davenport, and Vieira beats Osceola. And so that'll wrap up our coverage tonight here from Dawson Field. We'll be back Thursday night with our coverage. And, again, we want to thank everyone. And, of course, Derek Sickler, and I'm trying to find that particular. There we go. There we go. Caleb had the production tonight. Derek Sickler from Financial Cornerstone Group, 321-735-4994. So there you go, as the girls all come in as they get ready to go out and do the field. So that'll wrap it up. For Caleb Brown, I'm Alan Slaughter-Zinski. This has been a presentation of the Brevard Sports Network. We'll be back Thursday night for the championship between the second-seeded Hawks and the top seed.